right, the first exercise we're gonna do is called a hurdle step. We're gonna go forward and backward over a hurdle. So I want you to pretend if you're feeling comfortable, we've got a hurdle about 12 inches high. If you're feeling really good today, maybe even 16 inches high, and all we're doing is just stepping over it and then stepping backwards over it. Getting those hips to feel loose. Again, remember today we're thinking about alignment of our upper body, keeping that spine straight. I'll show you from the side. All right. It's not worth doing these exercises if our body's not in the right position. All right, very good. My hips are feeling nice and loose now. Now we're gonna do something called a straight leg march. This one's gonna stretch out these hamstring muscles here in the back of your leg. Just gonna put your hands out like this. I always think it's a nice cue to give me something to aim for. We're just kicking our feet up, trying our best to keep our legs straight. Definitely trying to keep our spine nice and straight. Very good. I'll show you from the side. You guys can keep going. Good, follow along. Just get the highest you can. I've been practicing these quite a bit. Maybe I can get a little bit higher than you. Hey, maybe you're a ballerina. Maybe you can get way higher than I can. All right, everyone's doing their own thing. Don't worry too much about what anybody else is doing. Just worry about doing the best that you can. Awesome job. Take a deep breath if you need it. We're gonna move on to an inchworm next. Okay, inchworm, another great way to stretch these hamstrings. All right, we're gonna challenge those hamstrings, get them nice and loose. So all we're gonna do is start standing up straight. We're gonna fold our hands down by our toes, just walk our hands out, and then walk our hands back, just like that. Stand up, go back down, hands come out. All right, make sure our head is in line with the rest of our spine, and walk them back, just like that. Really good. Good, keep it up. We're getting a little stretch. We're also getting our upper body and our core nice and strong. All right. Love doing exercises that have multiple benefits, just like this. All right, a lot of bang for our buck. Really good. Now we're gonna go on to a side plank. We're focused on working on all these muscles down the side of our body. Believe it or not, they help keep our spine in a straight line. So it's important to give them some attention. Very good. Goal here is to have a straight line from the top of our head, through our nose, through our mouth, all the way down to right in between our feet. And keep holding. You're probably gonna feel it right here on the side of your belly that's closest to the ground. Good, do a little breakdance move. Switch sides, and we're gonna lift up just like that. Same thing here, from your nose to your belly button to right in between your feet. Very good job. We're almost at the end of this one, and we're just gonna flip right here onto our hands and knees. We're gonna do a bird dog. We're gonna get our arm and our leg working. Pull this belly button right up into your spine so that our back doesn't move at all. We're just gonna lift the opposite arm, opposite leg, so that we can make a strong line, strong, long, straight line from the top of our fingers to the back of our foot. Great job. I know I'm looking up at you guys, but I want you to stay focused. I'm not doing anything that you haven't already seen. Just look down at your fingers. If you're doing this outside at a park, see if you can find an ant walking around in the grass. But don't be tempted to look up at the screen. You guys are doing a great job keeping your eyes right where they are. All right, very good. Our next exercise, we're gonna stay right here. We're also gonna stay on the topic of animals, I guess. Talking about bugs before, now we're talking about dogs. So we're gonna do something called a fire hydrant. So our wrists are gonna be right under our shoulders. We're gonna lift one leg out to the side, just like a dog doing his business on a fire hydrant. Very good. Take your time. Don't forget, take a deep breath if you need it. Very good. We're about halfway, so we'll switch sides. Okay, we don't always have to worry about counting how many we're doing. Just worry about doing it right. Making sure your body feels good. Excellent. Take your time. Deep breaths in. Deep breath out. Let me get one more on this side. And we'll call it there. Excellent job. All right, now we're going to get up on our feet. We're going to work on some balance. Work on strengthening our legs. We were doing all that stuff with our hamstrings before. Now we're gonna do something called a single leg forward T. So our arms are gonna be out to the side like this, so our body's gonna look like a T. Then we're gonna take one leg and we're gonna bring it up into the air as high as we can. Trying to keep ourselves balanced. We're gonna feel a stretch in this hamstring. and then stand back upright. Okay. Again, this is not about speed. It's all about control. Focus, breathe. Don't worry too much about anything else. Good. Let's switch sides. Which leg did I do? All right. Try not to mix up your legs. All right. Almost there. A couple more reps. Looking down at the ground, keeping that spine in line with the rest of your body. Making sure that foot that's on the ground, making sure we can draw a straight line from that foot up into our hip. We don't want our knee rotated in any direction. Very good. All right, now we're going to go to a side lunge. So we can face each other. I'm looking straight at you guys. You're looking right back at me. All we're going to do is step out with one leg, push our hips back, and step together. All right. Very good. This is another one of those exercises where we get more than one benefit going at the same time. I get a stretch in here on the inside of this leg, and I get to strengthen the outside of this leg. Love that. Working efficiently. This whole workout is going to take you about 15 minutes. One of the reasons we can do it so quickly is because we're focused on exercises that can do multiple things at the same time. Good. Almost there. I know your legs are tired. You'll get through it. Keep breathing. All right. And shake them out if you need to. Okay. Next, we're going to go to a double leg heel raise. We've got this calf muscle in the back of our leg. Got to keep those calves nice and strong, right? So for our double leg heel raise, we're going to stand up nice and tall. Remember these three parts of our body, our ears, our shoulders, and our hips. Keep them in a line so our spine is in a good position. And we're just going to lift up like this and hold. Hey, try something out for me. Why don't you take your ears out of that position and see where your body wants to go. So you bring your ears forward. Guess what? Your body wants to follow them that way. All right. We keep our ears in line with our shoulders and hips. Much more balanced, right? Doesn't take a whole lot of effort to do that. It takes a little bit of focus. Good. We're almost there. We're going to try to hold this last one for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And time. Beautiful. All right. We're moving on. We're going to go to something called a scissor jump. This one's going to challenge me. See how much oxygen I can get into my lungs so I can keep talking while we're doing it. So we're going to be like this. We're going to be in a lunge position. We're going to swing our arms and jump ourselves up just like that. Do the best you can. Keep that hip, knee, and ankle in line. I'm going to turn to the side. Make sure we keep our spine in a good position. Oop. Excellent. It's not easy. I'm proud of you if you're giving it a shot. Hey, if that's too tough, I know we're getting towards the end. You can just try to work in a reverse lunge. Sorry, I got that one to you a little bit late. Hey, we're going to move on to some jumping and landing on one leg. We're going to jump forward and backward. I know it seems cruel. Our legs are tired. Just like this. It's especially important to be focused on our technique when we're tired. Almost there. A couple more. Very good. We'll switch legs. Good. Ooh, almost there. Hey, if you need to drop that other foot for balance, that's okay. I know it's hard to take a deep breath when your heart feels like it's beating out of your chest, but do the best you can. All right, excellent. We're getting really close now. We're on our last jumping and landing exercise. We're doing lateral jumps. We're just jumping over an imaginary line right here. Jump to the side and hold. Jump to the side and hold. I'm gonna have you guys watch me when I do this. Check out my spine. What position is it in? It looks like it's pretty straight to me. All right, makes it a whole lot easier to control our body. I'm gonna face you guys again. Same thing here. All right, my head's not getting pulled to the side and twisting my spine like that. Keeping our body upright. Good. Now let's get one more each way. How about? All right, very good. Last couple exercises here. We're gonna go to something called a shuttle run. So we're gonna start on one side of the room, just jog, plant, and go back, and plant. Jog, plant, go back, and plant. Think about how much your head is controlling the rest of your body. If you've got control of your head right now, it makes it a whole lot easier to turn. But if my head comes down every time I go to turn, it gets really hard to keep our body under control. Any of my football players, hockey players, lacrosse players in the group that wear helmets, you add even more weight to that head, it gets even harder to control our body. All right, we're getting close to the end. 2 more exercises for you. We've gone through some practice karaoke. Now we're gonna go through the real thing, okay? Full speed, do the best you can. Crossing one foot in front, and then bringing it back behind. If you're comfortable with it, keep going. If you're confused again, remember, left leg in front, left leg behind. Left leg in front, left leg behind. And then the opposite, right leg in front, right leg behind. Good. Keep it going. I know your heart rate's pumping, but this is gonna be worth it when we're done. You guys are gonna be happy. All right. We're learning, we're getting more fit, we're keeping our body healthy. What more could we ask for? Good. Just a couple more. Good. And we'll finish after this one. All right. Last exercise. Last one of the day. It's called a chop and stop. So I'm going to move this way. We're going to jog forward, chop our feet, and freeze in a good athletic position. Pretend we got some famous NBA player on the other side. We're chopping our feet, and I'm ready to play defense. Okay. Short little choppy steps. Hey, if my head comes out of alignment with the rest of my body, come down like this, we can't play defense on anyone if our face is looking down at the ground. Got to keep our head up so that we can control our whole body and look like great athletes. Very good. And time. Excellent job. Hey, remember, we got to be focused on keeping this critical part of our body in the right position, all right? Got to keep our spine healthy, got to keep our back healthy. Easiest way to do that is by getting it into the right position and keeping it there. Thanks so much for joining us today. I know these exercises aren't necessarily easy, but they're important, all right? Hey, don't forget to take a deep breath if you need it. And thank you guys so much for joining us today. We hope to see you soon. Take care.